can modern women be saved? Now the question is, can you turn a hoe into a housewife?
Sticky one.
Why don't we go around? You can start and go.
With myself, it depends. I think if the right man is with the girl, then she can be changed into a housewife. So it just all depends on the individual, their influence, and the circumstances that they've been through for their life. But I've been with girls that may have had like numbers behind them, and I think that when they was with me, I perhaps could have changed them into a housewife. But it's not every woman, so it could be just that particular person. But again, it goes down to the individual.
Okay, what is there anything that a girl can't come back from?
It depends. When you say that, that's like an open question. Is there anything a girl can't come from? It depends on the situation. Like, because I don't really judge people, so I couldn't really say that there's something that they couldn't come back from. But me personally, as long as I don't really ask too much questions about your past, because once you're with me, I'm all about our future, so I don't really focus on what you've done before me. So as long as you're not carrying on with the stuff you was doing beforehand, then it wouldn't really bother me. And from where I'm not gonna have like maybe a friend approach me and say, yeah, she done this, then I don't think it's really gonna be a problem. But that's just my personal perspective on it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, what do you think?
Me, I think many have tried. I don't really feel like it's possible. I believe that a leopard never changed its spots. So,
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm always a believer. I feel like I've actually had conversations with guys about this, and I personally haven't been in that boat, but I know a lot of girls do end up being the housewife, and a lot of us good girls be like, hey, what did I do wrong? But I feel like some guys do feel like when a girl does have enough experience and they've gone through all of that stuff, like having to change guys or like sleep around. I know I'm really, really trying for you girls. I'm trying to play devil's advocate.
Why?
Simply because everybody deserves a second chance. Just because you done something when you was younger doesn't necessarily mean you're the same person.
What about a man with 10 baby mamas?
10 baby mamas?
Deserve a second
I thought we was talking about a woman.
Yeah, but he just had one. He just had one wild year. He impregnated 10 women. It was just
as long as it wasn't while it was with me. Because if it was with me, I'd be like,
no, it was before he met you. It was
okay.
past,
I mean,
10.
Today, I'm not really the
chance?
type to really go for the baby fathers.
Okay,
but
you
for
said today, yesterday,
no. As in like maybe if I'm like 10 years from now, maybe I might look at the situation different because I'll be a little bit older to the point where like, who do you exactly think doesn't really have a child at that age?
I don't.
Right? Oh. Why'd you say that?
Because I don't, and neither does he.
What, that you both don't have kids?
Nope.
See, that's not very common though.
About 5 or 6 or 7 of my friends all in the same boat. No kids, all professional, all make money, all.
Majority of people I know have kids. I'm like, literally like, I'm like one of the few that don't. I'm like that goldfish in the tank. It's like, how come you haven't got kids yet? Why do you? Not in that way, but like, I'm not in a position to want kids.
Yeah, sorry. I just think that it's just probably where you're looking, because if you step out a little bit further, a lot of people actually don't have kids, or they don't have baby moms, or
they lie.
50% of women that hit 30 are single and childless, actually.
Are they're childless?
50%.
For the people that I know, to my knowledge, I'm going from what I know.
Yeah.
I don't.
Doesn't mean they didn't kill a kid along the way. You know?
I just know a lot of people lie. So you might feel like somebody doesn't have a child, or they have a child and they didn't know they had a child.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you go?
Turn a hoe to a housewife? No.
Why not?
I think it depends on your definition of a housewife. But if you're talking in its traditional way, I would say no.
Okay.
I think too much experience, a lot of negative ones, I think, for someone who would fit the definition of a hoe. I think by then they're just damaged goods.
Well, what is a hoe though?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good question.
That's my next question. So why don't you two answer, and then we'll talk about that.
My definition of a hoe is a girl that stepped around a lot indiscriminately. I couldn't necessarily put a number on it, but I'd say a girl who's not really been concerned about whether she's got any connection with the guys that she's been sleeping with. She's just been having a good time, racking up the body count. I would consider that to be a hoe.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel that you can easily change to one, as all you need is probably just a change of culture.
Mm.
Because that's what you'll have to do first thing when you change your culture and stay somewhere else.
So you do think you can turn a hoe into a housewife?
Definitely for the time being, for sure.
I like that optimism.
For how long? A lifetime?
Not lifetime, but definitely for the first 2 months after.
So you can turn her into a housewife for 2 months and then her hoe comes back.
Yeah,
She's like, the streets are
Back to
calling.
the streets.
possible.
Okay.
Nah, you can't turn the hoe into housewife. No,
No.
no.
Can you turn a hoe into a wife?
Yeah, it happens all the time.
Say that.
Yeah, because then if you look at all these rappers, they're doing it all the time, 24.
Yeah, but if you look at rappers as your idol, then you're idolizing celebrities. We don't look to rappers as our...
Of course, but in terms of looking at people who are turning hoes into housewives, they're the majority of people who are doing it.
How long did the marriages last?
Probably not long, because if you're looking at
So-
Kanye West and King K, for example, that didn't last long at all.
So then these are very bad examples to use. Very bad
But
examples.
then she's not a wife.
Yeah, she's just
You're
short
not-
term.
She was a wife. She was a wife, but she's not a wife.
That's
So
true.
maybe it depends on how people interpret the definition of a hoe then. Because then some people might feel like certain things that women have done in their life, that's not really a hoe.
Actually, yeah. Let's ask the men. What do you when does a girl become a hoe?
A girl becomes a hoe when she has to start lying about how many people she slept with. Automatically, you're a hoe then. Because from the moment you start lying, you're not even being true to yourself. So that's when it starts. So the moment you have to start lying to yourself and lying to other people, you're a hoe.
So if she is honest and says 50, she's not a hoe.
Oh no, she's still a hoe, but she's just an honest hoe.
We respect the honest ones as well.
Yeah, no, I'm still not gonna wife her, but I respect the honesty. So here's the thing, and we said before, a woman has the right to choose. A woman has the right to wear what she wants. A woman has autonomy and sovereignty of her body. A woman can have consensual sex wherever she chooses to be. But those are the woman's rights, and men have our own rights, and doesn't mean we have to take you for that. So what we're trying to say is, women can do whatever they want. We don't judge you personally, but us as men have certain standards, and we don't want to be with a woman that slept, for example, with my friend or a friend's friend or something like that. Men and women see sex differently. A lot of women argue that they don't, and they treat it the same, but you women still don't mind seeing a guy that sees a lot of other girls, where us men, we detest that.
But what if like I feel like the reason why I feel like I'm standing for certain women is because what if there's psychological problems? What if you are judging somebody from the cover of what you see them as, but they actually are somebody that just deserves good love? What if it's somebody that is willing to change their colours for you?
I think that's a feminine point of view because we always try to change men.
Okay.
But like from the man's point of view, it's like once you've lost your purity, it's gone.
But okay, so somebody could judge me per se. They might look at me and be like, okay, I don't like the way that she dresses. I don't like her point of views. But if it was a thing where you sat down and we was to have like a night out, just me and you as girls, and I told you about my past and the reason why I've done certain things, and like I'm ready to like give myself to somebody that I really trust and really love, do you not believe I deserve a second chance?
I mean, I think no one deserves anything.
Fair enough. Fair
I
enough.
think you kind of, it's like, what do you qualify for?
Mm.
And so it's if you did certain things in the past, like I just think you're eliminated from certain guys. But don't worry, 1 in 3 men are virgins or haven't had sex in the past year. There's someone. So the
Yeah.
girl, there's always someone.